This is All Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin. That guy that just put the finger up to all of you folks is Garland. It wasn't the one. Garland gave y'all the middle finger.
I would
Anyway,
not do that to our audience.
we are here to
Oh, no.
discuss the season finale, the season 6 finale of Queen Sugar. Garland, it's been like forever since I seen you, man. How have you been since
Yeah,
Monday?
man. A whole 48, almost 48 hours since Monday. The world has gone through a whole bunch of stuff, but Calvin, we still here. 60 degrees.
We
It's about to be summer tomorrow, the 70. So, whatever.
Man, Northeast Mid Atlantic weather is just absolutely ridiculous. If I move south, I won't get, but I might catch COVID.
Right.
If I move north, I won't get any COVID, but I might not get any sun either. You just never know what's going on around here these days, man.
Definitely the weather
Anyway,
has dementia. Hmm.
it's terrible. Anyway, let's jump into these. We don't make these too long. These are usually a half hour. It's usually a pre-recorded, but we decided since it was the season finale, we're gonna make this live for the people. So if you want to comment, just get on over there and comment, and we'll see. But let me start off. So remember, Garland, I was telling you that the titles of each one mean something. So let me just read off all the titles and read them off as they are. If you could enter their dreaming
Okay.
and dream with them deeply, you would come back different to a different day, moving so easily through the I can't even read my own writing through that depth, or maybe just stay there. They would bloom and welcome you, all the brothers and sisters tossing in the meadows, and you would be one of them. It's actually the last two stanzas of a sonnet by Rainier Maria Wilk, which Rilk or something, which I looked up. It's a gentleman, and it's actually the last two stanzas of a sonnet. I think it actually has to deal with death, which we see in Queen Sugar. The finale, they talked about the Thibodeau massacre of 1887, which I also looked up, and was a real massacre. 60
Oh,
African
wow.
American farmers were killed, and they were trying to start a farmers' labor union, and that stopped labor union down in the South for years because they were killed by white men. To stop that labor union, so some historical facts,
Okay.
inside of the season of Queen Sugar definitely happened. But
I mean,
let's start
you
off. Let's
learning
start
new.
off where we, yeah. Let's start off where we ended last week. That was with I got Micah leaving the food at the door, singing hello to his homeboy. So his homeboy comes into
Hello.
his room and says, I got your text message and I got your food. And they had a great talk, and we see they talked in the room, and then they went and talked and on their little walk. And they Micah told him, well, let me back up, because his homeboy was like, is there something you want to tell me? Because
Right.
I think you want to be more than just friends. Like, I was like, wait a
Like,
minute,
this is something we
what's going
really need
on?
to talk because I don't think we at the bottom of it. I'm thinking like Micah then told you you're trying to get to his bottom. You're trying to get to Micah's bottom. You weren't trying to get to the bottom of something. That's the bottom you're trying to get to, Micah's bottom. Excuse me.
Yeah, but then we found out he said, I don't want anything from you. I just want your friend. And Micah, I think Micah was a little smitten with him, but again, Micah was unclear about his feelings. So Micah, Micah and his homeboy, they came to, I guess, an understanding that they want to be close, but they want to be brothers. They want to be able to express themselves to one another without feeling weird, and without the rest of the world making them feel weird about it. I guess that's where they ended. It was kind of confusing to me, but it's confusing to Michael also. So maybe this was the feeling that they wanted us to have, the confusion with. I don't know, Garland. What do you think? What do you think?
First, Calvin, first, when they was in the room, I thought they was gonna have a tongue fight because they kept on, going back and forth with these innuendos about there's something deeper we need to talk about. And then when they got out on the walk, and Micah finally had like, yo, I'm not trying to holler. That dude Isaiah tried to play it off like, oh yeah, I'm not trying to holler either. That's how he tried to do. I knew that. I'm not trying to holler either. I mean, it's almost like, and we were talking about the friend zone on Monday. It's almost like Micah, like maybe friend zoned him, and Isaiah, he playing the long game. Isaiah, like, yeah, you not there yet, but when you ready, I'm gonna be there for you. It kind of remind me of a scene from She's Gotta Have It, the original movie, Spike Lee, when Enola Darling, she had the friend who was a lesbian, and the friend was kind of like an opportunist. That friend was like, "Look, when you ready, you like girl, I'm gonna be here with." And I think that's pretty much what Isaiah stands for. I don't believe in all this. Oh, we buddies, we boys. I love you as a bro. Nah, you want to crack Micah. You want to break Micah in, but Micah ain't ready yet. And so Isaiah's playing the long game, bro.
Wait, wait, because I want to move on, but let me be clear what your thoughts are, because I want to move on, but I can't let this one stay here. You you think that Isaiah wants Micah, and he's just placed basically running some game on Micah, like, yeah, all right, yeah, yeah, all right. So he not trying to be friend zone. He trying to. I'm gonna say I'm friend zone, but if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna jump at that opportunity. If I get an
Yo,
opportunity to crack, I'm gonna jump at that. That's basically what you're saying.
if Micah say, yo, I want you, he gonna pull that KY out his back pocket and he gonna bend Micah
Yeah, we moving
over.
on. So anyway, moving on to this. So in the meantime, sticking to light skin issues, skin
Oh God.
relationships,
Yeah.
we see Micah's mother, Charlie. She's talking on the phone with Davis, and she tell Davis she misses him and all. And Davis is just the light skinned superhero that he seems. Davis is out back with the whole picnic set up. He tells Charlie, "Look out the window." And in the in the spirit of stalking, he is right there waiting for Charlie. And Charlie, she's not scared. I don't know why she's concerned, but she goes outside and she has this picnic with David and basically says, "You won, bruh. You won. I want you. We're gonna move to California. We're gonna be family. I'm gonna move back home." That sounds like, and before she says all that, she talks about she wants to do things for herself and she wants to
Mhm.
focus on Charlie. So sounds like she's not gonna run in the government anymore. I mean, did they kick her out? Did she make the decision? What? How do you feel about Charlie Davis at the end of this season?
Charlie is bipolar. First, you wanted to be AOC. You wanted to be in the squad. You was all down to be in the squad, and then all of a sudden, now and so much so when Davis proposed to you last week, you was all like, "No, put the ring away. No, you gotta go live your life." And now this week, you talking about, yeah, I think it's time. I want to live my life. Charlie, you bipolar. I to me, I don't understand what happened between the week, Calvin. What happened between the week? Nothing. She still ain't nothing happened. What happened? You was all ready to be Senator Borderline, or I'm sorry, Borderline is not her last name. What's
Border,
Charlie's last name?
no, Charlie's the borderline.
Is she
Charlie's
Borderline?
borderline.
Okay, she's a Borderline. You was all set to be Senator Borderline, but now you backtracking, and yeah, I don't get it, but it's good to see that Davis and her, that they're rehabbing their love and they're patching things up. I think it's a win for black love. You definitely want to see that in your characters. I think that's one of the things that attracts us to Queen Sugar, is this pretty much this love relationship, and showing the up and downs of relationships and how people can work through it. And so we see that as a testimony between these two characters. And so we'll see what happens with the season when we get to next season, the final season of Queen Sugar, and what happens with the relationship. But I think it's good. I think it's a good development. I just want to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and we still want to stick with the theme of these light skinned wins. Let's jump straight
Yeah,
to
light skin can
Prosper
win.
and Billy. Yeah, Prosper and Billy is, we see Prosper and Billy having their relationship.
Right.
It's flourishing. It's great. Billy brings flower to her dad because she's like, they say, give you your flowers while you're still here. If I was Prosper, I'd be like, so what, you think I'm about to die? So you're gonna bring me some flowers? But whatever the case,
Sure.
Billy is a major part of the co-op, but Billy also talks about her and her man are just friends now, so she's going to
Mhm.
stay in
Mhm.
St. Joe. And with that, with the co-op, we see Darla, another light skinned win, talking with the neighbor. The neighbor, I actually wrote his name down because I could never forget. Cardell,
Yeah.
Darla, and
Cardell,
yeah, Darla and Ralph Angel
homophobic
talking to Cardell.
Cardell.
Yeah, yeah, they get they get
Homophobic.
Cardell to agree, basically on Darla's recommendation. You know the way Darla talks, but I want to talk about one thing. Cardell hands a check over to Ralph Angel. I was like, bro, what are you doing? You better get
Don't
that
do it.
check to Darla. What's going on? They trust Ralph Angel with their money. Like, what's up, man? What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, that's too much. Don't they have they not seen the other four seasons? We keep on saying this every week. Have they not seen the other four seasons? Did they not know that this season Ralph Angel took out a couple payday loans? One of the highest, like with a 50% interest rate. Do they realize that it's really Ralph Angel's fault that he lost the farm because he wasn't managing the finances? Do they realize that? I don't think so. But hey, uh, to me, the storyline, it's cute, but I don't feel like it's realistic to me. I don't know why. I mean, I like the plan, and we've seen that across the country. A lot of black farmers, they're pulling their resources because they've been shut out of these government grants and these loans and everything to stay afloat to compete with white farmers, and the also you got the corporate farm companies that are also taking over a lot of these lands, and so it is very competitive. But yeah, I Ralph Angel as the head of your co-op uh, next season. I'm telling you, Blue gonna have to come back from DC and manage the co-op because his pop ain't gonna be able to do it.
Well, speaking of Blue, Blue is clearly the angel of birth here because
Right.
Blue comes in and Pop and Darla are having a baby. And here we go again. Now, I will say this. I will say this because I see that, Ralph Angel can't grow any crops, but the doula is trusting him to birth this baby. And Ralph Angel looks like he on it, man. Maybe Ralph Angel has another career. Maybe he sucks as a farmer, or maybe he can be the black male doula. Can men be doulas? I don't know, but
Why
they're
not?
about to have a baby. Ralph Angel is taking her to the bathtub. Everybody comes in the house. Billy comes, Prosper comes, Blue is there. Ralph Angel is birthing the baby. Would you trust Ralph Angel to birth your baby?
Ralph Angel gonna take that baby and sell it for a payday loan. That's what Ralph Angel. I mean, you got to right now. I mean, y'all went through this whole thing of getting the doula, and then the doula not even what was the whole thing of Calvin and them getting the doula, and that's part of the reason why Ralph Angel in trouble now financially because she said she wanted a doula. He went out here stealing stuff, moving packages and whatnot, so he can raise money to get Darla a doula. They get the doula, call the doula, and the doula said, "Oh, I'm a little bit too far away. I ain't gonna make it." Oh man, I'd be so. Do you know I'm about to lose this farm because I needed money for a doula?
Wait a minute.
That was the whole
All I
premise,
want
Tommy.
all I want to know is, do we pay the doula before or after the birth? Because if
Obviously,
we
he
pay
needed the
the
money
doula
before.
before the birth, when the doula said, from the sounds of it, we're not going to make it in time. Oh, no, no, ma'am. I paid you. You better hop in your Tesla or your spaceship or
Right.
whatever it is you do and get here on time. But Ralph Angel looks like he's handling it, man. Now, my only problem with Ralph Angel being the doula is doula got to bark out some instructions, and Ralph Angel ain't the quickest talker there, so he gonna be like, "Dollar,
That
Bray,
dog brave.
Bray, you can do this, Dollar, Bray." Oh, the baby's here. Like he gonna take so long barking out the instructions. Dollar might be like, you know what, I got this. Or here come Blue, pop, pop, I got this. Breathe,
Right.
Mo. Breathe, Joe.
Breathe, Joe. Yo, young. Breathe, young. But yeah, Calvin, I'd be mad if I was Rob because you out here about to go to jail because you trying to raise money for a doula. You call the doula and the doula talking about you on your own. No,
Basically.
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 You got it, yo. Put me on face. She didn't even say put me on FaceTime. She just like, yeah, I'll talk you. No, no, no. We gonna get up. We gonna pull up the Mac. We gonna open it. You gonna be on FaceTime while we deliver this baby.
And
So
you
we'll see
know
what
they ain't got
happens.
no money. One of the first things to go when you
Right.
don't have no money is the cell phone. So he might run out of minutes in the middle of talking to the doula having the baby.
He on a
So I don't.
prepaid. What he on the
Hey
wire?
man, but
He on a prepaid.
let's shift over to these dark skinned people, my people, these dark skinned people. We see that Dominic comes through for Nova with the dag on
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
yeah,
He came
making
through with
making the land the paper,
the historic
making the
preservation
land a
piece.
historic.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, making
yeah.
it historic. So they definitely, you can't grow on the land.
Mhm.
But we see that Sneaky Link also comes in and basically, like, Nova was like, people make me feel a certain way, but Sneaky Link says, I hope I ain't never make you feel that way. I mean, I know the last time I turned down that ass before, but what's up, girl? What you trying to do?
Right,
Hey
right.
man, we always thought Dominic was the op, but it looked like Sneaky Link a good guy. What do you think, man? You change your opinion on him?
Don he and Symphony because everybody was against Symphony Basket and Power, but him and Symphony, I think that they've turning the tide and who we think are snitches or sellouts, and they're not. And so I was glad to see that homeboy he actually did come through. I'm starting to change my perception of him. I don't think he's an op. But the thing about this is you can only turn down booty once. And so, as a black man, I'm glad he realized that you cannot turn down booty twice. Because you turn it down twice, you ain't gonna get it. So you can get away with once, like, oh nah, we're going too fast, slow down. But when she offered it that second time, when she went had the tongue fight the second, you better be ready. Because after that, she gonna be looking at you asking like maybe he don't like girls.
Now, Dominic clearly played the long game. You talk about
He
playing
did.
the
He
long
did.
game
He
because
played a
he
long
been
game
on
on that.
since episode one. He been
He
on
been
since
there.
episode one.
He was
He
there when the
played
police
the long
came up in there and bust up the crib, all that. He was at the baby shower. He been playing the long game, and he
He
pulled it
got
off.
handcuffed and everything.
Yes, laying on the grass
He
with
was
her.
pro- he was probably thinking when he was handcuffed, this what I'm gonna do to Nova. I'm gonna handcuff her or let her
Right,
handcuff me because we'll know
right,
what he into. You might let him handcuff. But anyway,
right.
let's get to the climax of not just the
Yeah, this
episode but
climax. Let's
of the
talk about the climax.
season, man. So we see Violet and Charlotte because I ain't know that was their names. I never even thought
Right,
about it. we
Violet.
we see Violet and Charlotte just kicking it, laughing with their sinister
Right,
plans, and here comes Parker. Parker come up in that joint, and Parker's like,
my
"Ladies,
daddy.
ladies, Parker's in there, and all Parker want to know is what y'all want with my daddy. Because as soon as he told me that you wanted to apologize, make amends, I knew something was shady, and of course it was shady. And
Right.
they hit her with the whole, hey, we got you up against the wall. We want the farm back because it's historic land. We want your little mall property because you trying to
Right.
bid on it, but we got the black co-op. And when she tries to buck, here come Theo out the back after getting beat up by Hollywood.
Right.
Come on now. He
Hollywood
Theo's
out
supposed
here looking for people like he Liam Neeson in Taken. Hollywood packing the bag, Calvin. Did you see that? He packing the bag, putting the tools in the bag, talking about, yeah, I'll be back. That's all I need, baby. I'ma handle my bit. I'm like, did he have enough tight shirts in his bag? Because he out here acting like he drinking, he playing pool, talking about he about to bust people over the head with the pool sticks. And I'm like, where did he come from? Mr. Tight Shirt he out here a detective.
Hollywood is from the streets clearly because he was taking them shots and still
Right.
had enough to beat Theo ass. I don't understand. I
He'll come
thought
up in
Theo
there.
was a real gangster.
He
Just
come in there like this, Cal. uh, I lied.
one of them. You should see the other guy. He was
Right.
all beat down. Parker, you ain't gonna be treating us like this no more. Is that's what I'm supposed to say, Mr.
Right.
Hollywood, sir?
Hollywood looking at him like, yo, you better say what I told you to say.
Exactly. Parker like, Theo, we had a deal. We had a deal. Like, not no more,
Not
Parker.
no more.
And you not gonna keep talking to me and my friends like that. Ain't that right, Mr. Hollywood?
You see my eye dotted? We ain't got no more deal. I got a new deal with Mr. Hollywood. He signed my eye. He dotted my eye just to make sure.
Hey man, but it seemed to work out. What do you think about that?
Yo, when did Hollywood become an enforcer? Hollywood is all love and hugs and smiles. I didn't expect that out of Hollywood, but I guess everybody got a little thug passion to him, a little thug side to him. And they really planned this whole thing out. It was like they had it all arranged. Like, yeah, we got the historical that's determination. We got the co-op. We got although RA Ralph Angel's controlling the money. I don't know how successful the co-op is going to be, but you got the co-op, and then you got your enforcer. He was kind of like Queen Latifah. What's the equalizer? That's what Hollywood was. He was like the equalizer. He just went out and just started beating up people looking for
So
that guy. He's like the
wait a
Queen
minute. Wait
Latifah
a
of that
minute.
show.
I'm not gonna let you slide past that. So we done had the Equalizer, which was an old white man. We done had the Equalizer, which was Denzel Washington. But you don't pick any of them. You pick Queen
Queen
Latifah to say that
Latifah.
Hollywood is like. I don't
Well,
know if
she
you
must
trying to
know
diss
right now.
Hollywood or
I'm
you
not.
trying to diss Queen Latifah. Which
I'm
one of
not.
them you trying to diss? You had three
Oh,
equalizers to pick from, and you picked the woman. Who you
The only the only reason why
who
I
you
picked
mad at?
Queen Latifah, I'm not mad at nobody. Only reason why I picked Queen Latifah because she on TV right now, so everybody would know that version of the Equalizer instead of
Yeah,
Denzel
all right.
and Liam Neeson.
Yeah, all right. Don't have Hollywood come knocking
But
on your
then
door.
oh my god, but the other chick, she was kind of like Jennifer Lewis light. She coming like, yes, my
Yeah.
daddy, he's got this
I
land.
was
I was like, is this a
I
Tyler
was
Perry
thinking the same thing. She is definitely Jennifer Lewis, although she's a really great actress. In Underground, she was really good.
Okay.
She was good in How to Get Away with Murder. Yeah, so I really like her. But yeah, she did come in with the Jennifer Lewis energy. And
I'll
and
make
and
a
when she
deal with
lost,
you.
when she lost, she was like, get them to drop the co-op and you can have your little farm. Why the
Right.
farm gotta be little? It wasn't little when you and your daddy wanted it.
Right.
Why the farm gotta be little? What's the shade about, Parker?
We're building on that land. I was like, all right. She's giving Jennifer Lewis vibes on this one. Like Jennifer Lewis with a little Loretta Devine.
But then, Charlotte couldn't let it go. Charlotte had to hit it. Parker, I'm so glad you came and not your father because this was a lot more fun. And she's like, whatever, bitch. Just
Right. Basically, like, and they supposed to be AKAs together. Whatever. They about to have light skin violence on each other. Brown paper bag violence with these AKAs is about to happen. Ski wee.
Hey man, but Parker enters the game, and we just found out that season 7 is going to be the final season of Queen Sugar. So the show is going to end next season with season 7, and I'm sure since Parker's in play now, Parker will be part of season 7 because she was a part of season 5, which
Right.
was
And she
actually
disappeared
really
because of
good.
COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
it's time for her to come back and hold her role because her and Charlie had some great battles, just some great verbal battles, and we could feel the tension. So, how'd you feel
Definitely.
about the season? Good season for you?
I thought it was a great season. I thought the writing was good. I love the storylines. We see that obviously it was further into COVID with the filming because we started to see less masks in the scenes and
Mhm.
all. I remember I brought that up early in the season, like, wow, they're still wearing masks, pretty heavy. But as we start to see the series, the episodes move along, you start to see less and less mask and all. But overall, I love the storylines. I like the development of the characters. I think with most series, going about 7 seasons is great because you start to run out of ideas after a while. You start to, your plots get a little weak and what have you. And so I didn't think that was the case with the season. I thought that each of the plot lines were pretty strong and believable. Micah searching his search of self, not only his politics, but, who he is and being tested by this relationship, his concept of what masculinity is, and Ralph Angel continue with his financial problems and not reaching out for help, and the storyline of Darla really always being there to bail you out, and Prosper making up with his daughter and patching up that relationship and those things. And so yeah, I thought it was a great season.
Yeah, man. And right along that line, yeah, they did a lot of relationship mending, relationship building, a lot of soul searching. We even see Nova, who's usually in turmoil at the end. She was in turmoil
Right.
at the end of 5 with Calvin. She seems to have found love. We got Charlie back with Davis again. So yeah, a
Yeah.
lot
It's
of
like
good
everybody's
things.
winning. Everybody won
Yeah,
this season.
yeah,
And so we're
yeah.
not going into the new season with any outside of, the baby being born. We're not necessarily going into the new season with any major cliffhangers of,
Right. And
typically what
and the
we see.
baby is definitely just a blessing we
Right.
see. So they brought Blue back for the final 2 episodes, so we got to see the
Mhm.
family as a whole again. So yeah, looking forward to season 7. It seems like if they fall in line with the story, it seems like it's just going to be a battle with the Landrys because as Charlie said, I'll ask Ra and see what you said, and Ra ain't trying to get that farm up.
Right.
So Ra don't want to get a farm up. He got the co-op going. He's not going to want to give that up. So we'll see what happens. So I thought it was good, but looking forward to season 7. So again, this is all things Black with Garland and Calvin. Join us next Monday as we discuss Insecure again. That'll be a live one. That'll be the next episode of Insecure. I believe that is episode 6 or
Yes.
episode
It
5.
should be 6.
Okay, so we will see you all then at 7 o'clock on Monday. But in the meantime, we thank you for joining us for this season of Queen Sugar. When season 7 happens next summer, we'll see. We might jump on that finale season. We definitely have This Is Us coming in January.
Oh
The
yeah,
final
yeah, yeah. That's
season,
right.
yeah, that's
That's right.
popping up. So
That's right. That's
we'll
right.
see if we want to do that one again. So, but anyway, this is all things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin. That guy is Garland, and we will see you all Monday. Thanks for joining us.
Have
See
a
you
great
later.
weekend, everybody.
Later, man.
Peace.